Hey there, and welcome back to my class. Get ready for an intense booty burn Pilates session with me. For this class, I will be using optional props such as light weights or a resistance band if you're up for an extra challenge. But no worries, this class is just as effective without them. As you progress and make this class a regular part of your routine, you might even find yourself reaching for heavier weights as you'll crave a bit more burn. But for now, let's focus on igniting that energy and sculpting those glutes. Today is about intensity and focus on form with or without props. So grab your mat, get into your workout gear, and let's dive in together. If you have any, grab your weights and place them on each side of your mat. Place your feet hip-width apart, toes slightly outward, and let's begin with our squats. With each lift, pressing the hips forward, engaging the core muscles, and then release back to your squats. Inhale down, exhale up. Pushing up from the heels. Keep the movement going, but this time we'll come onto our tippy toes after each lift. So squatting down, feeling those glutes, then come up lifting the heels, engaging the core. Lower the heels, come back to your squat and repeat for a few more times. That's it. Inhale, squat. Exhale, lift. Inhale, squat. Bring your hips back as far as you can. Exhale, lift from your heels. Come onto your tippy toes. It's a great workout to challenge your balance. Alright, finish in your squat position and add some squat pulses for 3, 2, and 1. Grab your weights and let's get into our first superset. We'll start with a sumo squat. This means you will have to place your feet wider than hip width apart, toes still pointing slightly out, and start lowering down in one straight line. Staying with the breath, inhale squat, exhale press the hips forward. Heavy weights or any weights at all for that matter are not necessary for this exercise. Remember, you can perform this class perfectly without them and still feel results of a good workout. Of course, if you want, with time you could increase your weights as well. One more to go. Perfect, now put the weights back into their place, walk your hands forward and come into your high plank. Lift the right leg, bend your leg and bring the knee to chest. 5 more times. Slow, controlled movements here. Inhale to lift, exhale, curl. That's right. Now come into plank and walk your hands back as you grab your weights and start the second set. We're gonna do 3 more of these. Inhale, squat. Bring your hips back as far as you can. Exhale, lift from your heels. You're doing so well, keep it going. Make sure you press the hips forward with each exhale. Inhale through the nose when you lower into your squat and try to lower just a little bit more with every squat. Lower the weights and walk your hands forward. Other leg, inhale up, exhale knee to chest. Keep it going. Can you bring the knee closer to your chest? Alright, next set. 2 more to go. This set is a great combo for not only strengthening the glutes muscle, but also a great exercise for the core muscles. I bet you can feel the burn now. You're almost finished. Lower the weights and walk your hands forward. Other leg, inhale up, exhale knee to chest. Inhale up, exhale knee to chest. Come into plank and walk your hands back. Last one. Back to your sumo squats, let's go. Make sure to lower down in one straight line with your arms. Wrists are supposed to be aligned with your ankles as you lower. That's it. Lower the weights and walk your hands forward. Inhale up, exhale knee to chest. That's it, let's stay in a plank and push your weights back into your down dog. We're gonna keep moving to keep that heart rate up, so lift the right leg and step forward into your low lunge position. Pivot to the side into side squat. In this set, we'll do something called the Cossack squat. Arms forward, holding opposite elbows, and let's move from side to side 3 times and then sit on the mat, square off the hips, lowering the knee parallel to the other for your half hero pose, and fold forward. Come back up, push your foot into the ground and lift up, and Cossack squat from side to side for another 3 times. Just follow my lead. Sit down, square those hips, fold forward, come back up. If it's easier, you can place your hands down on the mat for support while moving from side to side. Remember, this movement is not only great for increasing your hip mobility, but it focuses also on increasing hip flexibility. So it's important to carefully grow into this movement without forcing yourself. You will get there with time and practice. So use your hands whenever needed. Last rep. And on your last one, you sit your hips on the mat and grab your ankle. Come into an easy side stretch for a couple of breaths. Let gravity do the work, no need to force anything here. Lift the hips up, continue the movement. 1, 2, 3. Lower the hips again, side stretch on the opposite side. Take a breather here. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Then when you're ready, lift the hips up again and turn back to the front mat into your low lunge and step into your forward fold. Grab your band and place them right above your knees. Feet hip width apart. Grab your weights and let's get ready for some Romanian deadlifts. Pushing the hips back, exhale, come back up. Really important here is to keep the toes pointed forward and pushing the knees outward, creating a good resistance and strong grounded feeling in the legs. Don't try to lower the hips too much, we are not squatting here, just think about hinging forward with the body, bringing the chest as close as possible to the thighs. That's it, come to neutral. Fold forward, release the weights and step back into all fours. Immediately extend your right leg and start pulsing the leg up for 3, 2, 1. Let's keep going, keep the leg where it is and tap it down. Bring it up to the side and tapping down again, creating half circles here. If you're using the resistance bands, you can tell how hard it is. Keep your body as still as possible, just moving the legs. Great, now bring your legs together and push back into your down dog. Let's continue moving, walk forward, grab your weights and repeat another set right now. Right now you can definitely feel the burn into that right glute. You're doing so well, just follow my lead. Remember to keep your back parallel to the floor once you lower. And exhale, slightly pushing the hips forward with your glute muscle. Release the weights and step back into all fours. Immediately extend and start pulsing the leg up for 3, 2, 1. Let's keep going, keep the leg where it is and to the side and tapping down again, creating half circles here. Try to keep your center as still as possible by engaging your core and moving just the leg. I know this is pretty challenging even for me, but remember that you can perform this exercise perfectly without the band and build your way up to it. Let's move into our next set. Keep it going. Get that nice feeling of your glute and lower back firing up and working hard with each movement. We're not stopping, let's move on. Come to all fours, lower the weights, and start pulsing the leg up for 3, 2, 1. Let's keep going. Half circles. This is so much harder with the band. Remember, if it's too difficult right now, just perform this exercise without any props and just focus on your form. Almost done. Try to lift that leg as high as possible. Okay, we're at the last set right now. Almost there. Walk forward and let's continue. Romanian deadlifts. Just push through, you're gonna be so glad that you've done it. Last one. Extend your left leg and start pulsing. 3, 2, and 1. Let's continue. Tap it down. Bring it up to the side and tapping down again, creating half circles here. Oof, you're doing so great. Don't stop. We're almost there, almost there. Come on. Well done. Push your weight back into a well-deserved child's pose for a brief moment here. Take a breather here. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. We want to keep moving, so let's sit on the side of our hip and support yourself on your forearm. Place the other hand on your hip and let's get into our clamshell exercise. Simply opening the legs as wide as you can and slowly close them. Okay, now let's add to that. You're gonna lift the hips, open the leg, close, and then lower the hip. Continue in that same order. So, lift the hips, open the knees, close the knees, lower the hips. That's it. On your next, try to lift the leg as high as possible, hold it up there, and extend the leg, and let's do some short pulses for 5, 4, 3, that's it, 2 and 1. Come to a seated mermaid position and give your body a nice deep stretch to the side. Staying here for a couple of deep breaths. Move to center, place the other hand behind you and lift the hips and come into a gentle back bend. Okay, let's come down to the mat, put the feet parallel to each other and let's start lifting the hips in our bridge. Make sure to engage your core as to not crunch into the lower back, but really pushing the hips upward with your glutes. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift. Just a few more before we start adding to this exercise. Last one. And now let's add to this. With every lift, you're gonna open the knees, close, and lower. Exhale, lift the hips. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, lower again. That's it. bridge position for some slow and controlled heel lifts. Keep your whole body still. You should only feel your heels shaking from slowly moving up and down. Now keep the heels and your hips lifted, extend the arms up and start pulsing the hips up. Feel free to reposition if needed. That's right, keep it up. Next, let's open the legs in a pulsing motion. Try to keep the hips lifted. Give it one last push. Almost there. Good job. Now lower the heels slowly. Keep the hips up. And now, once the heels are down, let's pulse the hips for one last set. Almost there. You're doing so well. Then go ahead and lower the hips down to the mat and hug the knees in. And finally give your lower back a nice massage, moving from side to side. Okay, whenever you're ready, let's pick up where we left. So let's sit on the side of our hip and support yourself on your forearm. Place the other hand on your hip and let's get into our clamshell exercise. Simply opening the legs as wide as you can and slowly close. You know what's coming next. Almost there. On your last one, you lift the hips, open the knees, close and then lower the hip. Continue in that same order. So you lift the hips, open the knees, close the knees and lower the hips. Finally, let's add one more thing. On your next one, keep the leg as high as possible and then extend the leg for some short pulses. Nice little workout for your core as well. Just hold on and you're done. Come to a seated mermaid position and give your body a well-deserved deep side stretch. Staying here for a couple of deep breaths and then shift to the other side, placing the hand behind you. Lift the hips and come into a gentle back bend. Come back to your hands and knees and push back into your down dog. Feel free to walk it out. Release some tension from your glutes, maybe your core as well. And then let's come up to our toes, turn the heels to the left side and plant them on the mat. Bend the knees and look from under your shoulder up to the sky. Come back to center and switch sides, moving to the right now. The more you bend the knees, the deeper the stretch in the side body. From down dog, walk your hands back into a forward fold. Roll up to standing. Let's prepare for a set of in and out squats. Stay there. I'm going to face you so that you can see what I'm doing. So we're going to squat out, in, lift. Other side, squat out, squat in and lift. Perfect. Keeping your heart rate up. Let's sweat it out, keep going. Squat out, squat in and lift. Squat out, squat in and lift. Feeling the burn in those glutes. Keep going. 2 more. Your last one, let's hold the squat. You know it, let's do some quick pulses. Arms up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your squat. Lift the hips up a little higher this time and start extending the arm behind you, one arm at a time. Follow my lead. Other arm now. Follow your hand with your gaze, but keep the body completely still, making controlled movements here. Engaging the core. You're still feeling the burn in the glutes. You'll finish with both arms up, and let's pulse it through one last time. In one movement on your last squat, bring the chest to the thighs and fold all the way down. While you're there, you can remove the bands if you're using them. Take a breather. And then walk your hands forward into your down dog. Extend the right leg and step it forward into your high lunge. Grab your weights as you go and lift yourself up for 5 weighted lunges. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Now stay there, hinge the chest forward, lift the back leg as you lunge forward for your single leg RDLs. On your last one, lower the weights all the way down. Hands down, push away from the mat, lift the front foot and extend it back and start pulsing for 1, 2, 3, then pivot your body to the left and bring your right knee across. Tap your hand to your knee and then take it to the other side, alternating from left to right. Keep it moving, we're not slowing down here. Well done, we have 2 more sets after this one. Keep going, you're doing amazing. Other leg. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hinge forward, lift the back leg for your single leg Romanian deadlifts on the other side. Last one. Lower the weights, hands down, push away from the mat, lift the front foot and bring it back into a 3-legged high plank. Start pulsing for 1, 2, 3, stay there and then pivot your body to the right, bring your left knee across, tap your hand to your knee and then take it to the other side for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep it going. Push back into your down dog, lift the other leg, lunge forward and continue the next set. 5 weighted lunges. Hinge forward, lift the back leg for your single leg Romanian deadlifts. This is a great workout for your hamstrings and to increase stability in your leg. Remember, if you're having difficulty with your stability here, you can just remove your weights and focus on stabilizing your body by gaining strength in your leg. Lower the weights, lift the front foot, and then extend the leg for some short pulses. Pivot your body, bring your right knee across, and then take it to the other side, alternating from left to right. Okay, now this time hold your plank and come into your side plank. Place the top foot behind you, lift the hips and release into your back bend. Take a few breaths here. And now slowly come back to center and push your hips back into down dog. And let's repeat the whole set on the other leg for 1 last time. Step it forward into your high lunge for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Now stay there, then hinge the chest forward, lift the back leg for your single leg Romanian deadlifts on the other side. You know you're doing it right if you're shaking like I am right now. We're almost there. Lower the weights. Let's do one more round. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pivot your body to the right, tap your hand to your knee, and then take it to the other side. 3, 2, and 1. Come into side plank on the other side and move into your wild thing. Feel that nice stretch on your abs. They're very welcome here. Come back to down dog. Now let's slow it down a bit. Lift the right leg, come forward and place the knee on the edge of the mat with your foot on the other for a pigeon pose. Settle into the pose. You can either extend your arms up or rest a hand on the lower back for a deeper stretch of the psoas. Take a deep inhale here and fold forward into a sleeping pigeon. Make sure your hips are squared to the mat here. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Now, whenever you're ready, come up. Inhale, slowly lift yourself back up. Push the hands down to the mat and lift the foot. Step it back into a down dog and extend the opposite leg and come to a pigeon on the other side. Make sure your hips are squared to the mat. Take a deep inhale here and fold forward into a sleeping pigeon. Inhale, slowly lift yourself back up. Push the hands down to the mat and lift the foot. Step it back into a down dog. Walk yourself forward into a forward fold. Stay there for a couple of breaths. Fold a little deeper and then inhale, lift yourself up into a chair position. Slowly with control, lift the heels and then lowering down, turning yourself into a little ball and then roll down to the mat with your knees hugged into your chest. We're gonna do one more core exercise. Come into a tabletop for the 100. Lift up the head, arms extended forward, and let's get right into it. Chin to chest, nice short movements. Let's keep up the pace. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're doing great. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep the head up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now almost finished, but let's keep moving. Place the hands behind your head for some alternating knee taps. Let's do it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep it going, you're almost done. It's the last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release down. Hug the knees into the chest, give it a nice squeeze or gently moving from side to side. And then place the feet down, come into a bridge position. Let's close our practice with a nice inversion. Start with placing the hands under your hips for support. In your own pace, slowly lift the legs up, then try to extend the legs. Keep your hand on your lower back for support. Stay here for as long as you like. And if it's within your practice, you can follow me into a plow position. Slowly with control, simply lower the feet behind your head, keeping a nice extension of the legs. Now stay here, or if you want to take it one more step further, try to bend the knees next to your head. This is pretty advanced, so try to not force yourself into something you're not prepared for. And then slowly roll out of the pose with extended legs, gently lowering them into the mat. And then come up to seated. Extend both legs and come into a fold. Come back up and place the right foot inside your thigh. And fold. Folding from the hips here. Place that foot on top of the knee for a seated figure 4. This should feel great on the glute muscle. Extend the left leg and slide the foot on the mat, transitioning into a twist. Breathing naturally here. Pushing yourself away from the knee. Release and let's switch legs. Place the left foot inside of your thigh and fold forward from the hips. Place that foot on top of the knee for a seated figure 4. Remember to flex the foot to protect the knee joints here. Extend the leg and slide the foot onto the mat, transitioning into a twist. Push yourself away from the knee, looking behind you over the shoulder. Well done, you've made it. As we wrap up this intense booty burn Pilates session, I want to give you a huge shout out for powering through and giving it your all. Your commitment is what makes each rep count. Remember, consistency is key on this journey to sculpted glutes. Whether you used optional props or conquered it without, you're on the right track. Feel that burn, embrace that energy, and carry it with you until our next workout. Have a blessed day, and I can't wait to see you in our next session. Bye!